It is almost time for the Hopkins County Dairy Festival pageant and coronation, Saturday night, June 15th, Civic Center Auditorium. Will you be there? Right now, let's meet three more of our Dairy Festival contestants, Annmarie, Madison, and Rachel.
Hello, I'm Dairy Festival contestant number 7. I'm Annmarie Gunn, and I will be a senior at Sulphur Springs High School.
All right.
Hello, I'm Dairy Festival contestant number 8. I'm Madison Nordin, and I'll be a senior at Sulphur Springs High School.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Dairy Festival contestant number 9. I'm Rachel Bramlett, and I will be a senior at Sulphur Springs High School.
Wonderful. Well, so how is rehearsal going?
It's going well. It's been fun to watch everybody each night and see them grow and what they've changed and everything. It's been fun getting to work with the mics and the sound and, having all the lights and everything put all together.
So you'll be on stage again tonight in rehearsal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it kind of coming together for everybody? Pretty much?
For the
Okay.
most part, yes, ma'am.
Well, I want to ask you about your talent, and so let's start with Madison, who is contestant number 8. So tell us about your talent.
I'm doing original stand-up, so it's mainly about my life. Lord, if y'all could see all the stuff that my house does, y'all would laugh so hard.
Do you have siblings?
I have a older brother and a younger brother.
So you say it's Comedy Central then?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So that's where you take most of your material, at least for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Well, I cannot wait to see and hear that. And what about Annmarie? What about your talent?
I'm singing and tapping to If They Could See Me Now from Sweet Charity.
Okay. Have you been in dance a long time?
Yes, this is my 12th year dancing.
Okay, wonderful. And what about Rachel?
I'm doing a comedic skit /singing/tapping to Shy from Once Upon a Mattress, made famous by Carol Burnett, who's one of my all-time favorite people. If I could have a dinner party with anybody, she would definitely be invited.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. And you know what? She was a Texan, too, on top of it all.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your experiences leading up to now, which this weekend is your huge weekend for the pageant. And I know each one of you have had some influence from past Dairy Festival queens or pageants that you've attended that have brought you to this point. So how about your float building? Annmarie, we'll just go this way. Annmarie, any experiences in the float building and riding in the parade?
It was a lot of fun. We got the base of it from my friend Caitlin Williams, and so we got to just build it on a trailer that we had.
Okay.
And I painted a really big moon as my background. It took 2 days.
What was your theme?
Harvest moon.
Okay. Sounds beautiful. And about your float building experience, Madison?
Well, we had cheer camp the 3rd through the 6th, so we had to get it done before I went off, but it didn't go as planned. We were still working on it the night before, but it took us 2 weeks to paper mache a moon. Y'all, it fell so many times. It was awful, but we finally got it. And my theme was Fly Me to the Moon. So Lord, y'all, if y'all could see my house, it looks like a glitter bomb. We looked like Michael Jackson with their silver hands trying to glitter this rocket. It was a mess.
It sounds like you'll always remember it.
Oh, yeah, my backyard will definitely remember this.
Oh, my gosh.
What about you, Rachel?
My theme was Moon River, like the song from Breakfast at Tiffany's. So we had a moon with a cow on it, which I decorated to look like Audrey Hepburn whenever she sings the song. So we like to call her Audrey Heifer, the little cow. And from the moon that had the cow on it, we had a milk river coming from the moon, and it kind of waterfalled down onto my float, and you could fish in it. There was lots of ducks and things around it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Did you have lots of family participation?
Yes, my mom and stepdad worked really hard on it, and then we also had a lot of friends who came and helped too, which was really, really nice to have. They were just really great.
Great. What about the balloon ride experience, Rachel?
It was so awesome. Not only was being able to go up into the balloon awesome, it was the people there, because all of the pilots were very, very nice. And on the first day, I had some really, really great pilots who were so kind, and I even went to breakfast with them after the 5 a.m. Media flight. But yeah, it was really, really cool. And then, like, you could look down and you could see, like, Juan Pablo's and Anytime Fitness. It was just cool to see our town.
Mm-hmm. What about Madison?
I thought it was a really neat experience. I've always appreciated Sulphur Springs, but when you're up there, you get a whole new perspective of this town, and it's so beautiful. And it just amazed me how pretty everything was, and the trees, and then you could see the highway, and I was like, God, don't drop my phone, because I was trying to video everything, and it was just so beautiful. You don't even know until you're up there.
You are right. Everybody needs to take a hot air balloon ride over Sulphur Springs.
Yes.
Annmarie?
And it was kind of disorienting, being above everything. I'm used to seeing everything from the ground. I couldn't figure out where I was sometimes. But it was so much fun. I loved my pilot and the family, his family that crewed for us. And we actually landed in the field right across from the middle school. But the field was too wet, so we had to move our balloon onto Wildcat Way. And we were blocking traffic, and we had police cars everywhere.
So you had to be part of the crew on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Real neat. Yeah, I've heard someone say surreal.
Yes,
It was
absolutely
And
surreal.
it was really cool because you could see all the birds fly, and you're like, what is this? Like, I'm above the birds. Like,
Yeah.
we saw this beautiful hawk, and it was just flying,
soaring.
and it was so pretty.
It was cool to see everyone waving up to us.
Yeah.
Well, how did y'all do in the milking contest, Annmarie?
I didn't place, but most of the milk got on my jeans. Okay. I didn't aim very well.
Madison?
I placed second along with my mom and dad. We worked really hard. I had to practice before I went to cheer camp, and we went through 5 rounds of cows before we left. But my dad, he actually grew up on a dairy, so it was really neat for him to teach me. And
So you play second, and the parents also play second.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
about Rachel?
It was really fun. I didn't place, but my mom and my stepdad did, and so their trophy is on the mantle at home. And we like getting to tell people and everything. But it was really funny watching them, because my stepdad kept on saying to my mom, "In the bucket, Brenda, get it in the bucket," because he was doing 2 at a time. My mom was trying to get it into the bucket, but he grew up on a dairy, and so he said that he hadn't touched a cow in 40 years, but
It all came back.
yeah.
All 3 of our parents
wonderful.
placed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My dad and stepmom got first place.
Okay, well, wonderful. So your parents placed. Well, at least we know it's not genetic. You
Yeah.
have to learn to milk. Well, let's talk about next. Of course, you've got rehearsal tonight, dress rehearsal Friday night, pageant Saturday. Are you still selling tickets?
Yeah.
Yes, we have to
Yes.
turn them in tonight.
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
So if you want to buy your tickets in advance, do so from any contestant. There are 9 of them. I guess at the banks too, I'm not sure. And then the rest at the door on Saturday night.
Yes,
7
ma'am.
o'clock.
We have them for 8, and the door has them for 10.
That's good reasoning to buy them in advance.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk about your evening gown presentation and your dress and what you loved about it, Annmarie.
Mine is a blue and white floral ball gown, and I got it from whatchamacallit, and it was really fun. Whenever we went, I saw it, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is for Dairy Festival. This is the one.
That's the one. Madison.
Well, mine's actually a funny story. So my 8th grade banquet, I got 2 dresses because there was people that had mine, and I never wore this dress. And my mom was like, Maddie, I spent so much money on this. Like, why aren't you wearing it? And I tried it on, and it fit. So I'm wearing it. It's teal, and it has pearls and diamonds on it.
Oh.
It's really pretty.
Well, your 8th grade banquet wasn't that long ago.
I know.
Okay, Rachel, tell us about your evening gown.
Mine is blue, and whenever I put it on, it made me feel like Cinderella. And I've never really had like I'm a princess, but like whenever I put it on, I was like, Mom, I look like Cinderella. And she was like, yeah. So we decided that would be the one.
So there's lots of reasons why we pick a dress, I guess, and how it makes you feel is one of them.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there's lots that will go on between now and Saturday, and even beyond, because one of the 9 contestants is going to be selected as Dairy Festival Queen, and she'll have her year to represent Hopkins County. But even all the contestants that don't get to be queen, all of them take something away from this.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think that will kind of occur to you more and more as you kind of grow out of high school and go towards your career and your life.
Yes, ma'am. It really makes you break out of your shell, and it's been an amazing experience. I mean, we've had to serve our community, and that is just the most amazing thing that anyone could do.
And we've had such like once in a lifetime opportunities.
Yes.
Like, when else would we milk a cow to ride in a hot air balloon?
I know it. And I suppose float building
Yeah.
and some skills. And
Yes, my mother says she is never building a float again. She's like, God, my backyard, Maddie. You spray paint, glitter. I'm like, oh, God. I went back there this morning. I was like, guys, let me not step back here. I'm going to get glitter all over me.
That's part of your memories there. Well, let's talk about where you might want to go after high school, what direction you might want to go. And let's start with Rachel on this end.
So I want to go to a college in Texas, most likely, and I would like to major in theater and minor in journalism, because those are my 2 passions. And if I could, I would probably want to be able to write for some sort of theater magazine, interview actors and actresses and be able to do that, but it's if I had a magic wand.
That's right. So you mentioned Playbill or Broadway.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As well, if you could just pick your career, it would be along those lines. I think that sounds so exciting. And Madison, tell us about yours.
I plan on attending with Tech. I'll be there for a long time, 12 years. Whoa. But I'm going to major in the medical field for sure.
And you mentioned dermatology as your interest.
Yes,
and tell us why.
Well, I don't want to sit in an office. I want something new every day. And I feel like if I'm helping people, it just makes me feel better. And I know that I'm not walking into the same thing every day.
Good. Good thinking, good planning. And Annmarie?
I want to go to Texas A&M in College Station and be an English major. And during the summers, I'll probably intern with different nonprofits, getting to get experience from different companies. And yes.
If you could wave your magic wand in this career, what would you specialize in?
I don't completely know why. It's just something that's on my heart. I really want to work in Italy with refugees.
Oh, okay.
Yes. They usually come fresh off the boat in Italy or Greece. But
you mentioned wanting to help through a nonprofit or maybe through the communications portion of the assistance for those who are homeless.
Yes. Yes. Refugees, they are homeless, kind of. They lost their home in war, typically.
Displaced? Okay. I think that's very lovely.
And I do love homeless people domestically, too. But
do you also love Italy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so exciting. We're going to get to go for a senior trip with Miss Bailey.
Okay, wonderful. Well, it sounds like y'all have got lots of plans for the future, and on the immediate basis, we are just nearly to Dairy Festival night.
Yes, ma'am.
So tonight rehearsal, and so good luck in everything that you do. We'll be watching for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in today.